or no jumper. He had nothing bad to say about Trell and back on Fig, especially Trell representing Hoover. And pretty much he, was trying to co-sign Trell's back on Fig representing Hoover.
Come through.
So are you okay with back on Fig having, sort of Hoover branding and orange couches and the name is like a Figueroa reference and everything? How do you feel about that?
I mean, they represent our side. I'm saying Smack. I know Smack personally. So I f with Smack.
So you see where it started off, it was all love. Didn't nobody have any problems. There was no flu, flammery, skullduggery, or larceny. There was actually no anything against Trell. And sounds to me like Trell must have told someone no, because all of a sudden it's F you, Trell. And now it's F Trell, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. But with that all being said, man, we're gonna jump into this content. What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap News 10 and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cook, cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. Second knowledge, though, you ain't finna get nobody's college, though. Big dog, tap in with the tap in to make sure, in fact, tap in with that good tap in. Hit us with a like, with a comment, with a good subscribe. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's the knowledge you're not finna get nobody's college. Tap in with that tap in. Notification bell hit all. We finna jump into this content, man. My man, Top Media TV and a place to be. Giving us some news with you, some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, man. Hoover Gumby has something to say about Trell representing the Fig side, despite the fact that he was already speaking on Trell representing the Fig side and didn't have a problem with Trell representing the Fig side. Now all of a sudden it seems like there's a flu, flam, and a skulldug and a larceny afoot. Again, kind of just going with the idea and the narrative that maybe it sounds like Trell just didn't give somebody something that they wanted and now they're mad. But let's get into the content. No further ado, don't get into it.
Gumby was pressed by Adam22 in regards to, Trell representing Hoover and if he was doing it the right way. Now, Gumby had responded and explained how there's dudes, from the community that doesn't really have to represent Hoover by gangbanging, putting in work, but they still part of the community. And if something happens to them, you're going to have Hoover members that's going to ride out for these kind of individuals. So he was trying to pretty much compare Trell to that type of individual, but at the same time, he didn't really confirm or deny if Trell is really from Hoover.
Yes, I like the way that they're representing it. Then
I wouldn't imagine that Trell, first of all, unless you're from Hoover or you're a gentrifier, nobody from LA buys a house in the Hoovers. Nobody from LA buys a house in the Hoovers unless they are a real estate property developer from Hoover or a gentrifier. So the fact that Trell has had a house over there, had all his homies in there, and he was doing his 1-2 step and all that, that says a lot. That says an awful lot, because again, I just can't imagine too many chother muckers and further muckers is over there just like, yep, let's get a house over here in the Hoovers, unless they from over there. So there's that.
Just say that, because do I care?
I don't know. What do you care?
I'm just curious. Like, I noticed in that one vlog that you guys did that someone was like, this is the real back on Fig. And some people kind of took that as a little bit of a diss, even though you didn't say it.
Well, I guess what they meant by that is that, like, I guess, see, the streets don't really understand this YouTube shit. I'm just now really realizing what's going on with that, right? And, you don't really understand the content to get your ass killed. I just said this whole situation because you hate Hoovers because of Trell. I just said that. That's the I just said from the beginning.
I interviewed Big Deal, and he actually told me that he doesn't even think that Trell is a valid Hoover member since he didn't get put on and he wasn't really doing any of that kind of shit.
Well, see, that don't wait. Let me say something to you. Like that don't make you not a valid member of our society, like our community.
Right.
Just because you're not part of the military branch, don't mean you ain't from our community. Don't mean we won't come whack on your ass behind that motherfucker on Hoover.
Oh, I understand on business for Trell.
I won't say I'll stand up for Trell, but I'll say I'll stand up for people who are not affiliate, that's not in my gang and that live in my community, the store owners. Go play up in there with them.
So basically saying that if you in the community, you don't gotta be from the gang. If you in that community, you are protected by the members of that fraternity, which it should be. If you're in that community, you should be protected by the members of that community.
But he's really like using the branding for his podcast.
I understand that. I get what he's doing. I'm saying I get what he's doing. But we ain't on him, we on you.
Okay. I keep thinking that we're off me.
No.
We're still on me.
You're still on that side of the table right
so
there.
back on Fig is Gumby approved.
I didn't say what was gonna be approved. I ain't been there yet. Just like I'm in their ass, I mean your ass, I got something to get in their ass about too. See, cause
You on a tour?
checking ain't never cheating, baby. Checking ain't never cheating. It's only cheating if you ain't checking. You get that?
Shout out to our
Now, after all this was said and done, Gumby went on different platforms. And in the latest interview he did with Real Tune TV, he pretty much exposed T-Rail. He goes all the way in on T-Rail, explains how he never was put on Hoover. His brother, Big Deal, was from Hoover, but not T-Rail. He says T-Rail is not from Hoover. He pretty much goes in on T-Rail like how he had went in on Milk 7-4. Pretty much say you not from Hoover, you not from 5 Deuce Hoover, you never was put on. Stop claiming our community. So from the way he was speaking, I know Jumper Man, he did a whole 360 U-turn and just pretty much exposing T-Rail, saying that whole back on Fig representing Hoover needs to stop. He also explains how he's cool with Smack, who's from Trouble, but he says T-Rail is not from Hoover, y'all.
Somebody that's from our community that's doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But you're doing the right thing over there for your own personal self-gain. Same.
You can't say it's for his own personal self-gain when Smack is over there getting chili out of. And at this point, it's safe to say that Smack's entire trajectory of life has changed for a much better cause and a much better projection. As a result of the Back on Fig podcast and all that kind of stuff. So, I don't know, like, how many souls is he supposed to save? Like, I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Thing with, I won't even say Smack on Hoover gang. I won't even say Smack, but the Nick Erail. Same thing with that Nick. I mean, like, you Back on Fig, H-Hats, your whole shit, gang attire. But you ain't from our gang, Nick. Your brother is, Nick. You ain't never got put on my gang, Nick. And when you was with No Jumper, I had first came on and I found out the grooves on No Jumper, and I was on him about trying to put my situation out. I mean, I'm talking to all the homies in the 50s, talking to Groove Brother, talking to everybody. And then shined me on like I was nobody. I'm really somebody, though, bro. And I feel some type of...
So, like I said, it sounds like somebody just got told no or didn't get, acknowledged the way they want to. That's kind of what it seems like.
way. And you're saying that Back on Fig is not a representation of our gang. They're not.
Well, I don't think that is meant to be a representation of a gang. I think that it's meant to be a podcast, so I'm not really sure what that's about, but,
First off, Smack is from Trouble. Those are one of our allies. And T-Rail is not from our gang. I'm not saying that that's everything in the world, but just to make sure that everybody out there in internet and TV land understand that his opinions don't necessarily reflect our gang. That book.
But here go the thing too. T-Rail don't get up there talking gangbanging. T-Rail doesn't get up there and speak gangbanging. T-Rail doesn't get up there and speak, politics. He's not talking about who said this about that person, who said this about this person, who hood into it with that, who hood into it with this. Like, he stays out of all of that. So, not really sure, whatever, but okay.
They be doing up there and playing. I had to get my nephew Smack. The last time I seen him about playing with Charleston White. We don't play with snitches, and we don't play with homosexuals.
Gumby also had went off on Milk 7-4 because Milk said 9 Deuce Hoover, which Gumby's from, was not the first Hoover set. Now, Milk 7-4 has said 7 Foes was the first Hoover set and not 9 Deuce, where Gumby's from. Now, Gumby had took offense to that and had went in on Milk 7-4, saying that, Gumby is lying for saying 9 Deuce was the first Hoover set. So he went off on Milk 7-4 too. And this is what Gumby said, y'all.
Oh, Gumby's just on a press tour. Any and everybody finna get pressed by Gumby.
His response to Milk, saying 9 Deuce was not the first Hoover set that was established.
Around murderers and killers. If you ain't no killer, big talk to me. If you can't come to the set, pick talk for and the Hoover. Like, this was the first Hoover set, and 9-4 was the last Hoover set. 9 Deuce wasn't the first Hoover set. Now, I don't know if 9-4 was the last Hoover set, but I don't even think that's the case. The first Hoover set was 7-4, was 74th Street. And that's facts. That's not even debatable. So, we different click. Did you see that nigga? No, I'm Hoover. Ain't no shout out to that nigga. Stop using your fingers, nigga. Come to the set, bro. You say 7-4 was the first set? Come to the set and say that. Get off the internet, nigga.
Damn, that nigga told Milk, get off the internet and come to the hood and say that. Sheesh. I don't think that Milk will be taking that trip, but sheesh. Tricky, icky, sticky, Mickey, Vicky situation.
I no business speaking on me. You're not an active gang member, period. So you don't have no voice in what the fuck going on over here. You don't know shit. How long you was from the set, white boy? How long was you from our gang before you got ran off? Why you got ran off?
Now you have a lot of OGs, including the OG Hoover Joe, who started Hoover, confirming he started Hoover, which is 7-4 Hoover, which Hoover Joe was, which pretty much, checks the narrative that Gumby was saying that the 9 Deuce Hoovers was the first set because the founder, Hoover Joe, says he's started Hoovers and he's from 7-4.
Hoover Joe started 7-4 Hoover. First Hoover I knew 71. I was in junior hall with him. I was going to give it to Hoover Joe. Hoover Joe did start 7. He started Hoover. Even before he started 7-4 Hoover.
Whose idea? Whose idea to say or to come up with this thing? OG Crip.
You're looking at the person that came up with that and put the H in it. I raised the H, and anybody that can pursue that.
All right, y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. OG Gumby finally.
So yeah, man, Gumby got some words from T-Rail. He got some words from Milk. I think his situation with T-Rail is just more of a feeling of he couldn't necessarily get an opportunity or get something out of T-Rail. Oh, well, how you not going to give something to me? I'm so-and-so from Hoover. This is called Back on Fig. Granted, it is, orange couches and the orange background that does symbolize, the colors and everything of the Hoovers of being on Figueroa. But at the same time, too, if you kind of watch how T-Rail operates Back on Fig, it doesn't really strike me as, hey, this is where we go to discuss Hoover politics type of platform. He has RJ up there. Myself and ODM Slim have been up there a number of times. He's up there talking to Paul Pierce and things like that. So I'm not really on that one. Now, as far as Milk is concerned, you on your own, white boy. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Angel Tweets free. We are gone.
Niggas jealous. Baby, keep it secret. Shit, die before she tell it. Shit, die before she tell it. Gotta keep my eyes open. A couple bands on your heels will probably change the way you walk. Conversations in the bank will probably change the way you talk. I'ma always be right here and I will never leave you lonely. You can rest all of your fears cause I always got it on me. They took me from you once. You showed you was a rock. Speak on my demise, but the devil is a lie. Since blood sin and we only getting higher. See the love in your heart, but your eyes full of fire. See, I used to wonder about you, but I know now. It's Gucci bags when we land, how it go now. Real shit, a real bitch, and make you slow down. I beat it up and take a break and go some more rounds, and then we go some more rounds. It's gonna always be some rain, so the roads got umbrellas. I'm stressing with the homies in the town with them fellas. Gonna always take them pictures, I'll tell you when to post it. Gotta keep my eyes open, cause I know them niggas jealous. Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep the secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself, they call me selfish. fingers. And that pussy so good, I had to save me some for later. Diamonds on your neck, see them dancing on your haters. And they talk from the bottom, but you up, you can't hear them. You taking all the pictures, I tell you when to post it. Pistol on me and I'm focused, you ain't tripping, you a hold it. Cause you know them niggas jealous.
Yeah, you know them niggas jealous.
Yeah, I know them niggas jealous. But baby, keep a secret, she'll die before she tell it. I went and got a bag by myself.